Today we're getting a chance to walk you around the all-new Acura ZDX. This is a shared electric vehicle platform with General Motors, so it shares a lot of the underpinnings with the Cadillac Lyriq. And I actually haven't spent much time in that car, so this is kind of my first taste of this Ultium platform. Acura has invited me out to the studio today. This is an early production prototype, and basically we can't really do a whole lot with this car. A lot of the infotainment stuff doesn't work. It's just kind of here for display purposes. So we'll do our best to walk you around this car today, give you some information on what this is and what it can do, and hopefully someday we'll take it for a drive and give you guys some driving impressions on the road. But just upon first impressions, sitting in here, we've got some very distinct Acura materials and seating and some design language, but you can definitely see the shared nature of this vehicle. Some switchgear here that looks like it's from Cadillac, steering wheel controls that are definitely very much GM Cadillac, and right here with the climate controls. But ultimately, this looks like a pretty nice interior for an electric vehicle. Nice big screen here, placed right next to the steering wheel within line of sight. We've got lots of physical controls for climate, 2 USB-C ports, large cup holders or water bottle holders. I assume this is probably a wireless charging piece here. Nice looking interior. Let's hop outside. Let's show you what this looks like. So it is a pretty sharp new design from Acura. We get a Bang & Olufsen sound system. Again, can't quite test that today, unfortunately. 22-inch wheels. And with this Type S, which is what we're sitting in today, this gets about 288 miles on a full charge. It makes 500 horsepower. And of course, it's dual motor, all-wheel drive. The new ZDX will come in A-spec trims with either the option for a single motor rear-wheel drive car or dual motor all-wheel drive. That'll make about 340 horsepower, and the single motor rear-wheel drive is rated to get up to 325 miles on a charge. The dual motor, a little bit less than that, about 315 or so. The Type S rides on air suspension, so I assume it'll have quite a bit of height adjustment for a little bit of off-road capability, and it'll probably hunker down a bit for some more performance-oriented driving. Air suspension in the MDX was pretty impressive, and I assume this is going to be kind of similar to that. This is the first all-wheel drive Acura that I've seen that doesn't have a super handling all-wheel drive sticker on the side, but still it should handle pretty well. It does have a 50-50 weight distribution. We also get an all-new Acura Watch 360 system, which offers hands-free driving on over 400,000 miles of highway. Sounds very similar to Cadillac Super Cruise, which I have not tested, but still, that is probably one of the best systems in the business, so I've heard. And you can see here on the steering wheel, you've got these room for the LEDs to light up and tell you when the system's ready. So actually, that's a pretty nice collaboration there. Pretty cool that this ZDX will have that. Let's pop the tailgate, take a look in the back. Hopefully this works. Don't know if it will. Let's see if there's a button. There might be. All right, it looks like we're not going to be able to see into the tailgate, but we can check out the back seats. Pretty flat, actually almost a completely flat floor back here. We get sunshades for the rear passengers. Really nice materials, nice leather. Pretty good headroom too. I'm 5'10", seated behind my driving position. I have a lot of space in the back of the ZDX. Pretty attractive looking interior. And looking into the trunk from the back seat, looks like there's a good amount of room back there. Maybe a little bit higher of a loading floor. But again, we're a little bit limited on what we can see in this car today. Here's your charge port right on the driver's side. All trims feature a 102 kilowatt hour battery pack that can charge at a max speed of 190 kilowatts. This can gain up to 81 miles in 10 minutes on a DC fast charger with enough power. We have Brembo brakes. Looks like a set of Michelin tires. These are Primacy All Seasons in 275/40 R22. Still a decent amount of sidewall for such a large tire. Really like the rear end of the ZDX. It's cool how the body just kind of juts out a little bit from the cockpit area. Taillights, headlights, a very unique design. All said and done, I think this is a pretty attractive looking SUV. I like the sloping roof. It still makes for enough space in the back. Definitely a little bit hearse-like with this line and the top part, but I guess that's okay, can be forgiven. I'm a little bit disappointed to see the disappearance of Acura's ELS sound systems, but that said, Bang & Olufsen has always been right up there in terms of quality, and can't wait to hear what this sounds like with our sound system test tracks. Otherwise, on first impressions, pretty impressed with the way this thing looks. I think the interior is very much on par with the quality from other Acura models in here. The materials look very, very similar to what we've seen from Acura in the past, if just a little bit different from Cadillac, but ultimately, I think we have a pretty nice electric platform here, and it's nice to see that Acura is entering the EV space with such a competitive offering from the get-go, even though that means collaborating with GM a little bit. But that'll be it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. We'll see you guys in the next video, and stay tuned for at some point when we get a chance to drive the ZDX in A-Spec and Type S form. Pretty excited to see this thing on the road and poke around a little bit more. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Take care.